spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This defense for the Cards, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play action now, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play fake. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, it's Murray. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who ripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be stopped short of first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Murray and company going for it on fourth. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. To throw is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that one. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Going option left on fourth and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On play action, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After 7-3 the score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a second and long situation. To throw, it's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a quick throw to Thielen.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to him with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
They'll need a 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Murray off play action.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Going for it. Hits Murray. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere, the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Connor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 40-yard line. Pick up 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Murray now, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's got his man. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Cardinals 21, Vikings 6.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before half for Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. There's the stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
17 yards, first down, Vikings. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Cousins on fourth down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll throw again. Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now
Fourth down, Cousins. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That last
sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste a type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Cousins throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a game of 7.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by 20 there.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 34 yards, and the Vikings get a bit closer.
So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out.
He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
Cousins pass, complete to Dalvin Cook. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On play action, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
After the turnover, here's Murray, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. Za'Darius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd and 1, Cousins. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play fake. Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll decide to keep this once more. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, I can't remember